What's up, guys? Theo here, doing a quick prediction for Vitor Petrino versus Tyson Pedro. So right now, Vitor Petrino is a minus 330 favorite, and the comeback on Tyson Pedro is plus 235. And guys, I like Vitor Petrino here. I've never been a very big fan of Tyson Pedro. I never really understood why he was getting such a push from the UFC. When he hasn't really done much to actually prove that he's UFC level. He's been very 50-50 so far. He seems to either knock guys out or just get destroyed. And the thing about Vitor Petrino is, he hasn't shown really the best offensive capabilities. I know that sounds weird because he does have some finishes, but, his output, it leaves something to be desired. That being said, he is quite well-rounded. He does have a power to knock people out. The guy's very big, he's very strong, good at pushing people against the cage, good at getting them down, and he's just very physical overall. He seems to have just a high-level athleticism, and the guy has a bit of that it factor, man. He has a little bit of that thing that I always talk about, I always like to bet on, and I named my channel after it because I believe in it, and it's this thing where he's kind of got everything going for him, man. The dude he seems like an alpha male, right, when you watch him fight. And that's something that I pay attention to with fighters because typically that's your senses telling you something about somebody. And this dude just kind of seems to be the full package. He seems very physical. He's very aggressive. And a lot of his wins have aged very well. His win before he got onto Contender Series was against Gaziev and Tigulov, who is an old school guy who fought in the UFC. So that's a pretty good name to have on the regional scenes. And then on Contender Series, he knocked out Rodrigo Bellato, which, that has aged very well at this point because Bellato had a massive upset against Murtaza Tala Ali, a guy who was training out of Bahrain, who was very skilled. He managed to upset that guy, and he had that crazy upset comeback against Ihor Potieria. So that win has aged very well. Rodolfo Bellato has looked very good lately, and Vitor Petrino managed to finish him, which we know is not easy. We know it's not easy to finish this guy. He's gone against two very good finishers so far, and he survived, but Vitor Petrino managed to put him out. And then his wins against, Modestas Bukauskas and a couple other UFC vets. This guy's record looks great. He's undefeated. He's very physical. And he's going up against a guy in Tyson Pedro who's been around for a long time and has a puncher's chance. But he's just very unreliable as a fighter. And so I wouldn't want to bet him here at plus money. Give me Vitor Petrino all day, guys. I've already tried to bet against Vitor before in the past. It hasn't worked out. And one thing I love to do is I love backing fighters that prove me wrong, unless I genuinely believe that they're bad and they got lucky. And I don't think that's the case with this guy. He's proved me wrong skill-wise a few times so far, so I will be picking Vitor Petrino here. Keep it locked in, guys. More picks coming later.